Hey, in today's episode of How Marxist It Is Today, I have three quick stories. This is by Infowars, and they're going to tie into each other somewhat. Pew analysis shows only 1 in 6 BLM protesters are black. That probably has to do with the ratio of population, whites and blacks. But let's read a little bit. Analysts carried out a Pew research and revealed that 1 in 6 protesters turning out at the BLM in the U.S. are actually black. Okay, this is the graphs here, right? Younger adults and Democrats are more likely to attend protests. Again, all this I believe it's a lot of it is the media, education system obviously, but a lot of it is just because Orange Man bad stuff. It's because they haven't accepted an election loss, and it's very scary that they're strong arming people, right? This is the scary part. Violence isn't violence, right? Words are violence according to these people, and the words are just like anything. Like I disagree with Black Lives Matter. That's considered violence to these people, and you should be deplatformed, hurt, fired, and worse. Okay, these people are awful. Okay, let me see the graphs here. Right? So 46%, and they're trying to say it's 64% of U.S. adults, so 46% of adults. I assume that's what they mean. And then of course blacks 11%, and yeah, am I reading this graph wrong? Let's see. Let's go with it. Right, so I'm not sure what I guess they're trying to say. 11. I don't know what the hell they're trying to say. Okay, all U.S. adults are 64%. So does it mean 46% of U.S. adults, or does this mean 46% of like basically U.S. whites essentially? Anyway, I just look at it here, but you see the breakdown here. The blacks overrepresented, the Hispanics. What disappoints me are these people here. These people always disappoint me. It's like you're richer than the whites, yet you support the black initiative. The blacks do nothing but attack you. They do nothing but take away your right to be at Harvard, even though they have lesser grades and lesser abilities. What's wrong with these people? And only thing I could think of, education system, the media, the two most prevalent things, and obviously Hollywood's there too. But it's really education and media. And it's this is so disappointing. These people, they disappoint me so much. Anyway, almost 4 out of 5 every protester identify as a Democrat or a Democrat leaning, with fewer than 17% identifying with Republicans. The findings dovetail the comments made by BET founder Robert Johnson yesterday, who noted that most black Americans laugh at white people attempted to bring down monuments and cancel. Again, these people are just destroying statues that I don't think any statue should ever be destroyed. These people are destroying statues of people who actually fought slavery. Just they'll never touch a Marxist monument. And again, all these people don't know exactly what they're doing. Okay, they have no idea. They're simply going with the flow. Okay, most people will always go with the flow. This is why people are when polled, they'll say they'll vote Democrat, or they're not sure who they'll vote for. In reality, they're probably damn sure they're gonna vote for Donald Trump. Well, the better if they don't want communism. Somebody wrote this interesting thing on social media where I thought it was communism versus capitalism, or communism versus freedom. It seems it's really communism versus nationalism. That's probably an appropriate way to state it. I'm gonna leave this here because this just talks about the disgusting nature of these people. Let's just read some. Should I read some quotes? Well, I don't like the Johnson guy at all, man. Just a terrible person. But eventually, he'll come after his money. Then he'll pretend like he never said those things. Then he'll fight to the whitest country possible. That's the entire game plan. Look at these disgusting people. These people are absolutely awful people. Groom yourself better. Groom yourself better. You're trying to get the poon, okay? I don't know your problem. Probably homosexual. Anyway, so I'm tying into these things here, right? So what's happening on Facebook, right? A bunch of companies, because they're being strong on, but in reality, it's what they want, right? These companies are run by communists, and once you have like 10% of lesser ability people, communists in any company, they'll force the 90% to do whatever they want, okay? So Alibaba drops Facebook ad adding to a growing list of brands. So what's going on? It's like kind of like economic terrorism, but it's like, okay, so there's a group of people called Stop Hate for Profit. Right? Everything runs on Twitter, right? What if these companies really want to get away from this whole nonsense? Leave Twitter. Simple as that. Leave Twitter. But they don't. They want these things. And Eddie Bauer, I'm surprised, is still around. A lot of these companies is like, what are you doing? You're dying. And so again, a lot of these Marxists are in these companies. They're willing to sacrifice money to push communism. It's exactly what communism is. It's actually what Marxism is, okay? Right? They're too stupid, or they're naive, or they might actually think they're doing the right thing, but probably not. you know, they're just evil people, okay? Stupid people can be evil, okay? So the other clothing companies, the latest brand, the Facebook activist groups for the new Stop Hate campaign, okay? Including the anti-defamation. Again, all these companies are all evil, okay? They're all Marxist, all indoctrination. They push evil initiatives, okay? To silence good people. And the part about them is like, good people are the ones getting hurt. Good people are the ones that Eddie Bauer will fire after their companies dip in revenue. Okay? What did Trump say that was so terrible? I think, I remember now, some of these anti-hate groups claim like an upside down red triangle was a hate symbol from the Nazis. People who don't know anything about history are now claiming to understand history when it suits them. They're awful people. If these people really cared, they'll boycott the Young Turks. They'll boycott YouTube until the Young Turks are forced off of YouTube, but they don't care. Again, these people are not good people. Eddie Bauer, it's not a good company, okay? And it's a lot of corporations. Some of the corporations I use, and I'm going to touch upon a second article here that's going to talk about it. But anyway, the company founder and CEO, Mark Zuckerberg, has launched a staunch defender of free speech. Sure he is. He'll cave. They'll cave. Imagine if, again, all Donald Trump has to do is absolutely essentially leave Facebook or leave Twitter, and they'll all like collapse on themselves. These people will know what to do. And I just can't figure out what the hell he's thinking. Like, come on, guy, leave. He's not. Again, this is a smart man here. He knows that it'll collapse. I don't know what internal polling numbers he have. I don't know what's going on there. Okay, he should send a message to the Twitterati's. Okay. So let's see a quote here. The Nazis used red triangles to identify their political victims in concentration camps. Anti-Defamation League, Jonathan Greenblatt, using it to attack political opponents is highly offensive. Again, these people have no idea what they're talking about. If they do, they're trying to twist things. So again, bad people do this. They try to twist things to fit their narrative. Orange man bad, white bad, straight bad, nuclear family bad. Again, and all these things are statistically provable wrong. What they believe in, what they push. Okay, so keep in mind, the North Face, Ben & Jerry's, Patagna, REI, Upwork have joined in the growing list of brands pulling ads. Again, this is economic terrorism, right? One of the worst things you can do, just because you disagree with somebody's point of view, you try to ruin their lives, livelihood. It's like a false rape accusation. The people making those claims should be jailed, and those who are making those claims need to understand there's a process. Okay, it's called innocent, but what's going on is exactly like the Salem witch trials, exactly like the Nazis, exactly like the communists. Okay, you're gonna accuse your enemies. Always happens. So this is just a sum of the article. This is by Jim Hoff. This is by the Gateway Pundit. For all of companies, this is just naming them: Pepsi, HP, Doritos, PayPal, Adobe, BMW. Pull ads from Facebook until they ban conservative voices. President Trump's post. Okay, again, they want to ban conservatives. And again, things here is like, this could be the last Republican president, and this is, if we don't win and win handily, this could be the end of the end of nationalism and the pride, and you're gonna end up like kind of a bit like the Nazi Germany, where people can accuse you of anything, so you're gonna fall in line. All right, and the thing is, I don't buy any products from these companies outside of PayPal. Unfortunately, there's no alternative to PayPal. All these companies have alternatives. You can just say raise the middle finger to them. Okay, you can. Okay. Unfortunately, PayPal and like Amazon, even, it's hard to, right? I have to admit, I want to tell people to break away from Amazon, but I can't. It's just like there are things there that I need, unfortunately, like microphones. Yeah, something has to be done with Amazon. By the way, Amazon is just too big for his britches. But they're the least of the problems right now. I think this is just evil anyway. The companies are only concerned with banning conservative voices. You can beat radical leftists and violence. Again, you can bet. Again, there's something wrong when people commit violence are the good guys. People who burn and loot are the good guys, and the media complete. And then people, I believe, this is what I believe. Right? People are really stupid down deep down inside. A lot of people, it's the 80-20 rule. Like 20% of people are smart, then 20% of that are really smart, and 20% of that are geniuses. Well, 80% of people are just stupid. So they don't know what to think unless somebody tells them what to think. And they get the information, unfortunately, from the media. Okay? They get the information from Hollywood. Okay, from social media. They're not bright enough to actually read a comment and understand if they're lying. They can't read people's movements. They can't read people's faces. They can't read people's actions. They can't again, one of the simplest thing that human beings can do is pattern recognition. It's very scary when I'm in a school system. A lot of these kids cannot recognize patterns. Okay? It's a sign of lack of intelligence. Okay, say if I have 10 students, 2, maybe 3 of them, like, okay, the ones that don't have actual, like, identifiable problems, 2 or 3 of them, depending on the neighborhood, they have problems with pattern recognition. It's flipping scary. All right, I'll leave that here. Just know this is very devastating. Just because it's like economic terrorism, and they'll defund everybody who doesn't agree with them, and basically the communists are basically pushing the corporations, or the corporations are agreeing with the communists. They're like one and the same at this point. There's no more freedom. In freedom of speech, it might be over. This is the world we're living in. We had a good run from probably the 60s to the Obama election, and that's it. You can't wear blackface anymore. It's over. I hate to say it, and I would like to believe that this is just the era of how people view the hippies in the 60s and 70s. They laugh at them. Okay, let's hope that that's what this is. We're gonna look back in a few years and laugh at the hippies, make fun of them. All right, share, save, subscribe, thumbs up. Hope you enjoyed. Bye. I hope something interesting. That's it. I'm on Gab. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Parler. I'm trying to again. I just use Twitter to shit post, but I usually post more serious things on Parler and Twitter. I can be a little bit more honest on Parler and Twitter. Anyway, that's it. Share, save, subscribe, thumbs up. Bye.